welcome back to YouTube and welcome back to AUTOID TV.
Welcome back to YouTube.
Yeah, and we thought, do you know what better thing to do on a Tuesday afternoon than go through what we love about what we've done to this car, this G42.
Top 5 mods we've done to the G42 M240i. That's the caption, there you go. The title. Top 5 mods to the G42 so far. Let's get going. Since we're at the back, we'll start there because I might actually just say these in no particular order, apart from the one that is my favourite. We'll do that last.
So I'll say that to the end.
Yeah.
So I think definitely, just from the back, there's a lot going on here that I probably need to go through in terms of what I like about what we've done to change it. I think the first one is actually going to be the stance, because even if you left everything stock, if you improve the stance of this car, it's miles better straight away. Yeah, especially with the X-Drive, like it makes it sit that bit higher. The MSS springs on here, you're like 30, 35 mil lower, and it just transforms the way the car looks on the road. Like it looks a lot more aggressive. And then pair that with the wheels, which have just widened the stance as well. And
to be honest, performance-wise of it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like standard form, they're very boaty, aren't they? Yeah,
they tend to have like a bit of a wallow about them. It's kind of what my granddad would call it chiming on his Range Rover. They don't quite do that, but it's along that sort of lines. Yeah. And I think that's definitely something you can do straight away, and you can literally do nothing else to the car, suspension, wheels, and it will transform the way it looks and the way it feels. Not necessarily the performance, but the way it feels in your hand. Yeah. It will make such a big difference. I'd definitely recommend that for anyone that gets a G42.
Talk us through the spec of the wheels, mate.
So these are Westfalls X AUTOID wheels. So they're actually a wheel that we designed in partnership with Westfalls, and I kind of said from the outset, I really want the wheels to have like this kind of pocketing effect that you kind of get on the BBS. Oh my God. What? I've curved a wheel.
Oh my days, you actually have.
No.
You're a dickhead.
When did I do that?
Oh.
I've actually just seen that. Oh. How's that happened? That's these potholes.
What potholes?
Everywhere.
That's the council's fault.
No, mate, I'm getting onto the council. Anyway.
We'll have to touch that up.
So these are, I don't have the offsets. Can you fire the offsets?
I'll fire the offsets on the screen and all the fitting.
Essentially, these fit really, really nice at the moment, but I do know that there are 9J on the front, 10J on the rear. We've got a stretch on the rear because we've still gone with the OEM tyres. You probably want to be on a 275 at least, really, on the rear.
Yeah, and that would make it look even better, really, if you did go for a 275.
Yeah. I think if you go 275 as well, you'd go a little bit less aggressive on the offset. Yeah, there's a few different variants, but the key thing is that these wheels as well, we can actually, if you go Jack, AUTOID, I'd really like a set of those wheels you've got in your car. We can adapt them to the setup that you want in terms of tyres and kind of how aggressive you want it.
And they're a lot lighter than stock.
Yeah, they are.
And you can actually feel that on the steering wheel.
Yeah, 100%. So I think these are about 10 kilos an axle. So
nice lightweight, boys.
Nice lightweight.
Right, what's next then, Mush?
Right, next up.
This is probably one of my favourites, personal favourites.
Yeah, definitely. The exhaust.
The exhaust.
From an aesthetic point of view, I don't really like the integrated exhaust trims that come with a car.
No, neither do I.
I've come to not find them as offensive anymore, but this is definitely better. The quad tips, I've said this before as well in previous videos. If I could go without going for quad tips, I probably would, because I like the 2-tip style, but you obviously can't fit a single tip in each side.
I like the quad tips.
Nathan likes the quad tips.
Yeah, they make it feel a bit more like an M car. Yeah. Even though it's not.
So I think just for looks it's better, but in terms of actual sound as well, like the tone of this Multec system is so good. And
right, let me hear it then.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, let me hear it then. Jack kept blaming me for curbing his wheel, and it ain't me.
I know for a fact, Hank.
It wasn't me, it's definitely you.
You've taken it on a shoot and curbed it.
No, I haven't curbed it.
Right. I have a massive issue with the rear boot of this car. I said it in a previous video where I just didn't really like the design, but the way that this spoiler sits on the top makes it a lot less offensive, and I think it actually sits really nice. Yeah, it does, I agree. We had the M Performance one on there for a while. Some people prefer that. Personally, this is what I prefer. I prefer this style a lot more. It's not as big, it's not as aggressive as the M Performance, but I think it actually fits the lines of the car. And we're going to take this philosophy and we're going to make it our own with a future development and kit that's coming soon. So, right, moving on.
Is this the last one then?
Well, what have we done? We've done wheels.
We've done wheels, suspension, exhaust. Spoiler. Yeah, this is the last one.
All right. Well, can I have a couple of bonus rounds?
Yeah, you can have a bonus one. Go on. Right. You can have a bonus.
I'll just go with what my favourite one is, and we'll have to overlay a clip. It's got to be the Venturi. I feel like a lot of people might say that for what it costs, Venturi might not necessarily always be worth that value. But
it sounds nuts.
But the way it sounds makes such a difference to the way you actually want to drive the car. Like,
and it's nice and clean as well.
Yeah, what's nice is...
what's nice is that it picks up a lovely layer of dust and a few leaves. Don't scratch it.
Let me just clean it, hold up. Yeah, I'd say, like, in terms of actually owning and using the car every single day, that still puts a smile on my face when I'm driving with the window down, like that kind of...
Yeah, it's like a nice flutter, isn't it? No, that's too aggressive. That's
it's more of a... No, it's...
No, it's not that.
Yeah, it is.
You think you've got a fucking R34, bro?
No.
Right, anyway, let's stop doing that.
No,
it's got a lovely heat shield
anyway,
as well.
So yeah, I've gone into a little bit of detail about this in the past, but genuinely, guys, if you have a G42 or if you have anything with a B58, like this car, this engine really benefits from having this intake, like in terms just audibly. Nuts. If you're pushing big power, there's arguments to say that it might not be the best intake for it, but we're not. We're pushing stock power close enough, and yeah, it sounds amazing. Adds to the experience, and genuinely one of the mods I notice on a day-to-day basis, and which takes us on to our bonus round.
Jack, why you got a Toyota badge?
It's a 2JZ in this. Sorry, I said B58. It's 2JZ.
Oh, it is a 2JZ. Isn't it?
Yeah, I swapped it.
Yeah.
So.
I bet that's fucking naughty, isn't it? On the back roads?
Well, I'll probably do a video on that soon, like the work that we put into swapping it over to 2JZ. Cause I don't think I'm gonna have a warranty anymore anyway after doing that. But
no, usually that does tend to void warranty, but
this
looks decent though. That's the main thing.
Well, it's the only X-Drive 2JZ they've ever made. Oh, okay. You can get four-wheel drive if you get a different one, but X-Drive's not four-wheel drive. It's 2JZ drive.
Oh, okay, sweet.
I have two bonus rounds.
Yeah, go on. What else you got?
Because I think special shout out to this gloss black kit.
We fitted that on the last video.
Yeah, we did. And now it's sort of sat down. I've had the car for a while. I don't know what more you'd want from it. I shouldn't really be saying that because we've got a load more stuff in the work. But
I'm going to be honest. On this car, I think it's the colour.
Yeah.
I think I prefer the gloss black kit with the Brooklyn grey than what I do when you put the carbon bits on it.
Yeah.
And that's just because I think it flows a lot nicer.
Maybe it's because there's a lot more gloss black on it. Where we've not got the carbon caps yet, it might just need to be...
It's not flowing in properly.
It's not flowing in, yeah. Yeah, maybe there's just more that needs to come from that, but...
Or we might have to wrap your car if we do decide to go carbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What colour should we wrap it?
Black.
Nah.
Yeah.
I reckon. Let's
satin
go
black.
No, I want to try
satin black. I
want to try something new. I feel like chrome blue.
What's your name, Mark Yanamaz, bro?
Right. No, we've got a couple of changes coming actually for these side skirts because we made a few revisions, but they'll be released soon.
Well, are you going to run us through the changes, or is it secret?
No, they're actually highly secret.
Oh, okay.
That brings us on to bonus number 2. Why don't we just rename this video to 7 things I like about...
Yeah, we could do 7, yeah.
The G42.
We'll do 7 things, 7 mods that I've done to my G42 that makes me love it.
Yes.
With an exclamation mark.
What I'd say as well, they actually did some research that apparently you're more likely to click if it says a random odd number than like a 10 top things. So there's some science somewhere. Bonus number 2. This is obviously where you sit when you drive the car, and
and I just love sitting here
and love this wheel. No, I think that one of the main things that I'm not so much of a fan of is like the amount of silver trim in this car. Like if you take this off, there's just silver and black everywhere, and it's a little bit jarring. So breaking it up with this like nice carbon interior trim kit is just a really nice, cost-effective way of making it stand out from like other cars, if that makes sense.
No, it looks,
and
it
you
looks
sort
nice.
of, and the point I was trying to make is obviously you sit here, you look at this every day, it's the thing that's like in front of your eyeballs. To kind of invest in this part of the car is something that's actually going to pay dividends versus maybe changing like a rear diffuser that you look at when you're walking.
You never really look at it.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that I've done on my Supra because the standard steering wheel made me feel sick every time I got in it.
These are the top 7 things that we love that we've changed with this car, but I think it'd be good to just give you a bit of an overview on all the other bits that we like.
Do you know one thing which I found very surprising from you, Jack? You haven't mentioned the JB4 tuning box. And I'll probably say that that was actually my favourite part, but yeah, obviously not for you. See, this is the difference between me and Jack.
I completely forgot that I had it. I'm going to be straight with you. But to be fair, that's probably more in its favour. You kind of add it and then you forget that it's ever there and you realise that the performance is so like every day.
Yeah, if you turn it off then you do notice a huge difference.
Yeah, you do. No, that, in fairness, that's a great mod.
We'll add that in. It completely makes the car feel like it should feel.
Yeah, we've had 2 or 3 customers come down now and they've drove the car. Like there's in 2 or 3 M240i customers that have come down and drove the car and sort of gone back to back with their own, and they're like night and day difference. Yeah. Absolute night and day difference in terms of power levels. And you can tell that the minute you turn the box off, which is crazy when you think about it. It's just this little thing that plugs in. Nathan is right, there's a load more little other mods and accessories that we're going to be adding to this car. Some stuff for the mirrors, some changes to the side skirts I just spoke about. We do have a full carbon development kit that's coming very, very soon. Like, we'll be launching details on that within the next few weeks.
And it looks nuts.
Yeah.
And I've actually designed a little bit of it, so it's going to be good.
Well, what Nathan likes to do is we'll get to the final stages and he'll be like, right, let me have a look at it and change the whole thing.
Yeah, sweet. So I've done that twice now, but yeah. Sorry about that.
Summary, I've probably summarised this video about 6 times now, but we're loving this car. We're loving the changes we've made to it. Hopefully you guys have been following the journey of the car so far and have found it interesting. If you do have any questions about the mods that we've made and then like the way that impacts you driving or your kind of day-to-day or any concerns, whatever it is, like, you know, changing my paddle shifters, does that might affect my warranty? It probably might do, by the way, but it shouldn't. But questions like that, just forward it to us because that's what we're here to do. Just call AUTOID, ask for AUTOID Jack, and then just literally ask him questions all day because he loves it. Yeah. Sweet. And if you see me on the street and it just asks for my autograph, I'm getting used to it. Right, on that note, we're ending it. Sweet boys, bye.